So I'm going down the French line to get to the 50B for comp matches, and I've done the lights, I've done premiums, and France is interesting. They have these decent cannons that just never hit anything. But this is a line that I'm all the way back on tier 6. Now I'm actually into the 7. I had to go very far back to after they split the I guess the 50 heavy series when they introduced that. I don't know. As you can see, somebody I know is on the other team, so we're definitely going to go after Rogers, but we'll see how that works out. So the thing is, this tank is kind of funny in that it's got some weird cannon choices, in my opinion, for a tier 6. The main thing is that you can pick from this huge 100-something millimeter gun that does a lot of damage, or a better 90. The problem I had with the 100 is the aim time is so long, it's just tragic. And I ended up not liking the just the lower DPM. I mean, the Alpha was amazing for tier 6, but I mean, God, you couldn't hit the side of the barn. So, this is a tank that when I face it, I'm like never impressed. It just doesn't seem that good. I was actually kind of surprised. It can actually be quite good. I found with the top 90 millimeter especially, it's pretty accurate and well, for a French gun, it's got good alpha, and it just worked, even though it's kind of a weird blocky looking tank that you wouldn't expect much from. And I found that as long as I was facing people head on, hold down, not so much for bottom tier, this thing just becomes Swiss cheese, but I was able to bounce a little bit more than I thought. So with this match, it's not the fastest tank, so you kind of have to be careful because it's got such a wide silhouette. If you are going to go out in the field, you're going to get killed because you're not going to be able to get out of harm's way. And if you do get hit, you're going to get wrecked pretty quickly again because the tank is, I mean, it's the size of a barn, at least width and the hull height. So you got to really be careful there. So I do like hiding behind this house, but oops. But it doesn't look like there's too many up at the B8. Sometimes there's like a big battle going there and you can get people as they're coming over the hill. But I'm going to move up now because the battle is clearly going to be in the FG, 6 to 8 box, and we want to go help out. So I like to play the Nook that I'm driving towards. There's only this one Firefly, it looks like, down that corridor, but if there's more tanks behind this little hill popping out, it can be pretty good. That was kind of a lucky shot. The aim sucks on this thing, and I hit even moving back and forth. Anyway, in this little nook, the thing you have to be careful about is if there is artillery, they can drop right over the hill and on top of you because there's no such thing as already safe. So now that it looks fairly clear, I'm going to move down into this little pond, get a little tank wash going. I like, with tanks that have a lot of gun depression, this hill even is pretty good. It looks like we're going to get pushed by this strange-looking British TD. So he has... I mean, if I could have gotten past him more, he wouldn't be able to shoot me, but I'm like, alright, you have 2 hit points. I'm not really worried. I'm loading premium. He misses, and now he's dead. That is not a good idea. I don't really know much about that tank if it has gun depression, but he probably just shouldn't have come down there with me. Anyway, so everybody is all bunched up and they're not looking at me, that's for sure. So I am going to go and shoot this guy. If he was facing the other way, he could shoot me up though, because again, no armor. So just be aware of that. You have that problem where everybody's just going to go right through you. Alright, now we found our friend and we are going to shoot him, and rest in peace, buddy. I'll see you on the battlefield next time. He's a great guy. We platoon a lot, so I think this guy's screwed. I mean, he doesn't... What's he gonna do? Pick from 3 different targets to shoot at. So anyway, this tank, it doesn't really have the mobility of later French tanks, and that is a strength. But the gun being, pretty decent DPM. It's nice that some works though, because my experience with the lower French tiers when I was doing the light tanks, they're good, but I mean, God, the 1375. I just had to like spam premium because the thing was just so wonky. And then you get to the 12 that's pretty good. But this line, I was a little concerned about. And now that I'm into tier 7 as well, I'm finding once it's fully upgraded, especially with the top 90, it's actually surprisingly good. I don't know if people don't play them because of the sort of knowledge that the top tier heavies aren't that good, and the top tier mediums are situational autoloaders that, you know, people often struggle with autoloaders, so they just don't bother with them, but we'll see. This is a heavy, and then the tier 7 is a heavy as well, and then, although I'm going to unlock both lines, I'm going to split off into the mediums, like I said, and go for the 50B, because for competitive play, it's a really good tank for certain situations. We always seem to have one of them on the field, so... anyway, so... This is just, you know, look, now it's clean up. We pretty much have this in the bag. This is where you see that the tank is it's not as slow as, again, I kind of thought it was. I'm almost going, you know, 35 to 40. It's this whole thing, like, surprised me. I was expecting a total trash pile, and you can absolutely get stuck in a position where you're screwed because, again, no armor, you know, you don't shoot that fast, so it's very easy to overmatch these, and the side has no armor at all. It's just it's like a barn door. But, yeah, you play it right, and this thing really can do some serious business. So we see, you know, our buddies over here. I'll just miss that shot because, you know, Vive la France. This is so one thing is to, I found the penetration to be pretty good on the standard ammo. Obviously, if you're bottom tier, you're going to want to shoot more premium, but the regular AP is solid. You know, the one warning, again, that I would put with any French tank is there's going to be times when your gun doesn't work at all. Doesn't hit anything you're aiming at. Ghost shells. It's just part of the French lifestyle. So, you know, kind of got lucky and didn't kill me there, but wrapped it up. I'm surprisingly enjoying the line. Like I said, I'm on tier 7. This tank was pretty beastly, which some better players have told me that, but I'm never impressed when I see him on the battlefield. Just doesn't seem to be a strong line, but you can make it work. And we'll see how things go with the tier 7. I'd like to kind of post a review of everything in the line, just because, like I said, I've been finding it kind of intriguing. Some stuff I really haven't heard much about or seen many videos about. So, yeah, if you want to try it out, don't write it off. It's the ARL is actually a surprisingly good tank, even if it looks like a turd. Later.